All right, guys. Sorry for the little bit more janky video. I'm on a new laptop that I haven't recorded from before, and I'm not at home right now. Of course, typical Maine out of town when all the commotion is going down. So we'll talk about the markets here. Obviously, a little bit hectic here. I think selling off a little harder than maybe some of us had thought. I myself was taking some longs around kind of the 63, 64K area, thinking that'd be good for a bounce, and it just kind of sliced right through, no support. So, timeline is getting unbelievably bearish. Prices kind of at or near the range lows, depending on where you picked your range from. But I don't love 60K as support. We've tested this area multiple times now here with the deviation here, and we're coming into this zone again. So I do think that the easy bid, in my opinion, is not blind buying. It's waiting for either a breakthrough here and a reclaim, or some sort of low time frame PA within this area, giving you a reason to get long. Because we ran this low here, right? So we've run this low. Okay, but where's your invalidation? Is it down here? Right? Like where's the stop and where's the target? So I'm not super keen to just ape back in on leverage here and try and knife catch the bottom. I'm sure many people will. And I'm sure we're going to get some kind of bounce or reaction from here. I don't expect this to just completely nuke through. And I'm expecting some sort of reaction. But if we broke below this range low and reclaimed, that would be a long trigger for me, kind of up into the 66K area. Or if we had some sort of, lower time frame trade idea, right? So there's some sort of setup here on the lower time frame. So that means more price action needs to develop, right? There's not really enough going on here for me to justify pulling trigger here, because I don't know where the trade idea is invalidated, to be honest with you. If it's down here, that's just too loose of an invalidation, unless you're taking this like off of the weekly. So if you're taking this as a weekly trade, there's your inval, and then we got to trade back to the range high. That's the only kind of, instant trade I can see here. You're just taking the OTE basically, right? So of this swing, low to high, that's your sweet spot. There's your inval. You're trading it back into the range. I can see that. But in terms of short-term trades, I want to see a break below and a reclaim, or I want to see some more price action here. And then, like I said, so maybe a low gets formed, swept, reclaim, just something to give me an invalidation that is not all the way down here, at 55. Exactly what happened here, right? Hit the level, bounced, broke down, reclaim. Now you have a setup. So, I think the big concern here, Bitcoin wise, is if we lose this level, right? So the classic meme, if we lose this, it's lights out. If we do lose 60K, I think the next area is down at 52. I don't really think there's support until down here. I don't think that, this wick holds or anything. If 58 to 60 doesn't hold, I think we probably go down to 52. You've seen what's happened to altcoins. Obviously, we have some altcoins doing well today. Like a Rollbit's up 10%, Ondo's up 3%, Tia's up 5%, Inge is up 5%. I think a few others are up decently. WIF showing some relative strength. But if we get another 10% wipeout on Bitcoin, these altcoins are going to shit the bed again. And hopefully that's kind of the last bed shitting that goes on, because you can see Bitcoin dominance, I think, is potentially getting ready to roll over. So if we do get one more puke on Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance pukes with it, that might be a good opportunity to buy some alts. Like if you look at Ethereum, BTC, it's actually not looking that terrible, right? So whether or not Bitcoin holds the range low, Ethereum BTC looks decent here, right? So if we get another wipeout, might be time to buy some alts because they might outperform. If we hold this 60K area, you might want to look at Ethereum and alts because they might outperform Bitcoin on the bounce. But yeah, it's just been choppy, very aggressive selling. I could have played this a whole lot better. To be honest with you, we had the short set up here, right? H12 sweep, H12 MSB and breaker, and that was the entry, and it put another H12 sweep right in there, and it's been down only ever since. So could have taken that one trade, at the start of the month and not have to done anything. I even posted this trade idea on Twitter and everything. I just didn't execute. It happens. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I think not the time to open up fresh shorts here down at the range of lows. Excuse me. Not the time to be overly bearish down at the range lows, but pay attention. If we do lose this area, I think another significant drop's coming, probably another big haircut on alts, and then you start looking. If we can form some bullish PA here, maybe we rip the range low and reclaim. That's when I'd start hunting for a long. Ethereum, we are trading into demand here, but this is a weekly chart, right? So maybe we bounce from here. We could also come back down to these range lows. But I think, between here and 3K on ETH, it's going to yield a bounce at some point back up to this area. Again, though, if we do get another big nuke on Bitcoin, I don't know. Maybe we end up running out here and we trade down in here. Like if we go to 52K on Bitcoin, we probably see 24 to 2600 Ethereum. So I hate the meme, right? But lose this area, it's lights out. I mean, this is what we're watching for. If we don't kind of hold in this general vicinity on Bitcoin and we don't form a higher low, relative to here, this doesn't form a higher low here. I think the next area is significantly lower. And, that goes for Ethereum. That goes for your altcoins as well. So some macro stuff to be potentially concerned about, right? SPX, I've been calling for maybe this being the top, and we get a pullback here. You look at NVIDIA, finally looks like it's pulling back and can retrace a decent amount. Looking at that 3-day candle, looking at last week's candle, this can correct pretty fucking hard here. It's already down significantly from the high, 15%. And the dollar, right? Dollar is pushing up into that range high. So if this thing breaks out, that's going to be a catalyst to send Bitcoin to 52K. If this thing fails here, right? If we trade above here, but we fail and we get back inside the range, that's good sign for crypto. That's good sign for risk. So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what to do right now, freaking out, things like that. Hopefully this quells some of those thoughts. I got stopped out on a bunch of levered longs. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting. I'm seeing it's a Monday. We've had a lot of selling. So I think we're, hopefully due for a mean reversion in, the near future here. But we'll have to wait and see. So if you got any questions, guys, hit me up in the Discord. Let me know. But I'll be paying attention with y'all. And if we see anything that we can do or hop into, we will.